Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Donna Bien-Aime. The YouTube channel is called Donna Bien-Aime. What I'm going to talk about for as long as I want because it's a long form video. This is YouTube. This is not my IGTV. My IGTV is less than 6 minutes. This is more long form, and I just want to just say some things about things that I've been thinking about. So, first off, there's noise where I'm at. They're like fixing something in a other apartment. I live in an apartment building in New York City. I don't live in a house, so sorry if you hear this background noise. So let's get into it. I've been thinking a lot about life. I'm a thinker. Most of my close, real friends know that. I think and analyze like a scientist. I'm always processing ideas and seeing how it fits, kind of like a philosophical person into philosophy, but my own philosophy, my own life philosophy. I just want to talk about how my generation, it seems like we're not really happy. We're not even content, and we're chasing things just to like fill the void. This might turn into a sermon the way it's gonna go, but I just feel compelled to talk about what I feel that the generation is missing and what we need to do about that. Um, for me, I'm a simple person. I'm not someone who's like all bells and whistles. I'm very down to earth, and for the most part, after much reflection over the past 2 years, I can honestly say that I don't ask for much for a good time. I have a secret thing. I don't even like to travel. Like, I feel like, why do I have to travel to feel fulfilled about something? Now, I'm not closed minded, I'm very open minded. I'm all about experiences, but it has to be for a purpose and a reason. I feel like a lot of us are not living intentional lives, and that's why we're seeking out things to gratify us. We're seeking out the brunches, we're seeking out food, we're seeking out sex, we're seeking out alcohol, we're seeking out marijuana, we're seeking out codependent relationships because we're missing something. I don't know what you're missing. I know what I'm missing, and I'm working on that in therapy and journaling and just talking to the Most High. I don't need to tell you guys what that is because that's none of your business. But at the same time, I feel like we're searching for something, we're searching for, we're like consuming experiences, we're consuming social media, we're consuming podcasts, we're consuming so many things to fill the void of whatever we're searching for. Maybe we're searching for freedom, maybe we're searching for happiness, we're searching for acceptance, we're searching for things, but at the end of the day, we're still empty. We're becoming overweight, we're becoming sex addicts, we're becoming food addicts, we're becoming addicted to pharmaceuticals, we're being addicted to the the thing that we need because we're so empty. Now, I don't have the answers, but I do know that when you live a life of purpose, it sets the trend. Like, I read this writer's works, Darius Forrest. He's from Netherlands. A lot of what he writes, I'm really inspired by it. And I'm the type of person, I don't just read everything, and I don't just, my diet is very selective of what I watch and what I read and what I listen to. I If it works for me, if the content works for me, if the website works for me, if the influencer works for me, I stick with them. But I always said, especially in my last video, you have to be your own guru. You have to have your own set of tools to help you, whether it be the Bible, prayer, meditation, something bigger than you. And I feel like he said, that a lot of us are consuming things. We're being consumers instead of creators. Now, I'm a creative person. I have so many hats of what I like to do and what I'm into. And I feel like that's kind of one of the reasons why I feel like I don't have the empty void like other people do. I feel like I'm here for a reason and I have a purpose. And I feel like a lot of us, we're living life out of consuming and trying to achieve something rather than just being part of life and being content and being, I don't want to say happy because happiness is an emotion and emotions are not real. Facts are real. Emotions are just what you feel, and sometimes what you feel is not what is really the reality of it all. but I feel like we're searching for nothing that is like, we're empty generation. We're very superficial. We don't want to dig deep. We see that even in our relationships, like, you know, this new thing of sneaky link, you know, situationships. We are really empty. I don't know, is it the way our parents raised us? Is it the sign of the times, the end days? If you're a Christian, you believe that. I don't know what it is, but I feel like people my age need to stand up for something. You know, if you don't stand up for something, you fall for anything. And it shows in your life. Like, I feel like we're living in a lie. We're living in a lie. We're chasing something that doesn't even exist. You know, we're chasing happiness. We're chasing joy. We're chasing pleasure. But we have to be it. We have to embody it. Like, we have to really dig deep and see, like, what our issue is. You know, I feel like a lot of us are just lost, basically. We don't have anything guiding us, you know. I'm guided by my relationship with the Most High, Yahweh. I don't like saying God because I feel like our relationship with somebody, and everybody's relationship, we have a name for them. And I feel like the word God is something that's so generic and bland. Like, you have a creator, you have to know their name. You know, you're not supposed to just say that, like G-O-D. Like, what is that? You know, that is like disrespectful to the creator. So I like to say his name, you know, Yahweh or Jehovah. Like, I feel like saying that, or the Most High. I don't like saying that word, G-O-D. Like, it's so whack to me, but whatever floats your boats. So I feel like I'm guided by Yahweh, I'm guided by his principles, and I'm guided by my experiences. I feel like my experiences have shown me things that apply to me, only me. I feel like I can share my experiences and you can take what part of it, what it is for you. But at the end of the day, you have to have a purpose. You have to stop consuming to create a life for yourself. Create something. It could be a family. It could be life's work. It could be just a philosophy that you create or that you adapt to or that you make better. You know, I feel so good when I know I'm making a difference for somebody's life. I know that I'm useful, that I'm not just there wasting away consuming something, you know, chasing the bag, chasing the career, chasing a man, chasing. I feel like success can be overrated sometimes because we're so searching to be successful that we just miss out on just the simple things, you know. I'm not telling you not to be ambitious, to be lazy, but we're just really lost. Like, we're searching, and we just have to be present and be in the midst of it all. The word of God says, you know, seek ye the kingdom of heaven and all righteousness and all things will follow. I live by that quote. Some things I don't even pray for anymore because it's like, if I'm seeking the kingdom of God, it's going to come too. I think, like, we just have to really examine ourselves and see, like, what are we here for? You know, if you love the world, if you're just chasing what's out there, you'll be lost. You'll be very lost, and you won't know. You won't have a foundation. So what is the key, the solution to this? I don't know for you, but for me, I feel like I have just known my purpose. I study who I am. I know who I am. I study myself through, you know, looking at, I know it could be controversial, but hey, astrology, you know, looking at myself, journaling, praying to God to reveal what he sees about me, having therapy, and also just really being still for myself and knowing that I know who I am. When you know who you are, you're not chasing everything and anything. You're just existing and knowing that you're here for a purpose and that all things will work out for you and you'll be fine. Like, I think this pandemic has really shown us that we gotta be still. We gotta know, if you believe in Yahweh, the Most High, you know that He's in control, and that you gotta be still and not be so much in the hustle of searching for something or searching for something or trying to improve yourself every day. Like, we need to accept who we are and let the Maker change us and make us be whole. I feel like a lot of times we use religion to help us with that. But with religion, I feel like your identity is through the organization that you're part of and not what Yahweh essentially made you out to be. It's a whole lifetime of self-discovery, you know. Some things that I didn't know myself, I learned about like 2 years ago. Even today, I learned something about myself. So it's a lifelong process. It's a journey. Embrace the journey and just be still and know that stop consuming things. I'm not saying not to go on vacations. I'm not saying not to go treat yourself to brunch. I'm not saying for you not to, try to date. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying that just be content with what you have. And if you seek the kingdom of the Yahweh, if you seek the kingdom of the Most High, the kingdom of heaven, all will follow. I'm in a point in my life like I just have to be and trust the Maker, and just be comfortable with who I am and all my flaws and all of my shortcomings. I think sometimes we just get so caught up in trying to be perfect that we don't want to be decent or good. Like, perfection is overrated. It's about being the best that you can in your way of seeing yourself. Like, I can only speak for myself, and I just want to share these things because I think sometimes our generation is very lost in the sauce. We don't know who we are from the past. We don't know where we're going. We don't know nothing about ourselves. We're afraid to stand out. We're afraid to take the step to be the best version of ourselves, I feel like we need to really dig deep down and see like what in essence who we are. And if you do believe in a higher power, that makes life a little bit more easier. Now, if you don't, I don't know what to tell you. You're in the wrong channel. And I just think that when we know who we are and we seek the kingdom of the Most High, our prayer lives will be different. Like, if you know that you're doing or you're seeking the kingdom of the Most High, you're seeking to live your purpose, to spread the good word, to do what you've been called to do, certain prayers you don't even have to ask. Like, God gave a promise. Jesus gave a promise. Yahshua gave a promise. He's like, look, seek the kingdom and all things will follow. You should rather, I don't want to be in people's prayer box, I know, soapbox I call it, but why don't you pray for clarity? Pray for character change, and then the good things will happen. Stop praying for a man or a woman. Stop praying for $1 million. Pray for peace in your heart. Pray for bravery. Pray for salvation. Pray for wisdom. Pray for patience with yourself and others. Pray for your relationships. Pray for your purpose. Pray for those things, and the other things will come. I feel like the enemy hears our prayers too. So if you keep praying, if you're just obsessing about getting married, you'll find somebody, but trust me, that's gonna be from the devil, not from the Most High. Maybe I'll do a video about prayer, my prayer life, what the Lord has done for me. But let's just stop being consumers. Let's stop trying to satisfy a void that only the Maker can fill if you believe in him. I don't know if you don't, that's your business. But for me, I feel like my relationship with Yah has helped me to center myself and really be content. Even in the days that I feel like crap, even in the days where things are not the way they're supposed to be, but I know that I have a purpose, I know that I have a reason for living, and I know that I know myself very well, and that I'm studying myself daily to be of good use for society as a whole. We need to be of use. We need to give back to others and not only think about ourselves, That's the selfish nature of this generation, and we gotta blame the people who raised us because they made us turn us out this way. I don't want to blame everything on people. As you're an adult, you gotta take your responsibility and change things. But it's our time to, when we have these kids that's coming up, the kids born during the pandemic or prior to the pandemic, the last 10, 15 years, this new generation that's coming up, some of us are parents, aunts and uncles. We need to do better. Black people, we need to do better. That's all. I don't want to keep rambling, but stop searching for something that's already there. Be content. Be of youth. Stop trying to do things to feed the flesh. Feed the spirit. And that's all. Peace.